All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up on Double Take Sports Talk with the Watch Brothers, we will have what we will call our late thoughts on the Super Bowl, following along with the weekend review for the NBA and headlines and predictions for today's games, along with our final thoughts. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Double Take Sports Talk is next.
From Indianapolis, Indiana, this is the Double Take Sports Talk Show with the Watch Brothers. And here they are, ladies and gentlemen, your hosts, Daryl and Darren Watts.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Double Take Sports Talk. Welcome to our podcast with me, Darren Watts. Say hello to Daryl Watts II. What's happening?
Not much, man. Darren, watch what's going on. I know you had a long night, but
Long night, long week, you name it. It's long of everything. What's going on with you?
Yeah, not too much. I just pretty much in the ballpark. Just trying to get everything together and all
Absolutely.
that. So
Absolutely.
it was a pretty interesting week. So
Very, very, very interesting. Of course, as you know, we're going to have our thoughts on Super Bowl, which was a very exciting Super Bowl. We actually sat down and watched Super Bowl Sunday. That was very interesting because me and Daryl usually don't sit down and watch Super Bowl. We're usually our nose is usually into the TV playing the video games. So we actually sat down and watched Super Bowl. It was a very exciting experience to actually sit down and watch it. I actually enjoyed the Super Bowl, even though it was New England, because I don't like watching New England play. But to actually watch them lose was a good thing. So we'll have our thoughts on the Super Bowl and everything that went on with it, along with the weekend review in the NBA. And we'll have our predictions for today's games. And we will also have headlines from the MLB, NBA, and the NFL world, and our final thoughts on just everything. Daryl, are you ready to do it?
Yeah, man. Let's rock it.
Let's do this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, of course, time for our weekend review in the NBA. I'm just going to take a look at some key things that went on during that week. So I'm just going to be looking at from February 5th on down to Friday, February 9th. All right, so here we go. The Clippers defeated the Mavericks 104-101. They ended the game on a 13-0 run. Danilo Gallinari finished the game with 28 points on 4 for 5, which was 80% shooting from the three-point arc in 34 minutes. That was Monday night. The Knicks lose Kristaps Porzingis. During the second quarter, the Knicks lost to the Milwaukee Bucks. Porzingis landed awkwardly after a dunk, and he is expected to miss the rest of the season. It could be out at the start of the next season. That was Tuesday night. Lou Williams and the Clippers agreed to a contract extension. Lou Williams signed a multi-year contract extension with the Clippers. The value where I did see was not in the picture. He is the league leader in bench scoring with 22 points per game. All NBA teams worth over $1 billion. So for the first time in league history, all teams, 32 teams in the NBA, are worth over $1 billion. So according to Forbes, the Knicks retained this top spot for the third consecutive year. That was Wednesday night. Thursday, trade deadline has passed, so of course, we're going to just take a quick breeze through all the trades that happened from just this past week, of course, from February 5th through the 8th. The Phoenix Suns had acquired Elfrid Payton from the Magic. So they received Elfrid Payton, and the Magic received a 2018 second-round pick. Knicks acquired Moutier in the three-team trade. So the Knicks received Emmanuel Moutier, and the Denver Nuggets, I was going to say Broncos, received Devin Harris as a 2018 second-round pick. And the Dallas Mavericks received forward Doug McDermott and a 2018 second-round pick. Dwayne Wade has been traded to the Miami Heat. So this is the second turner back with the Heat. The Cavaliers have received the 2024 second-round pick, and the Heat received guard Dwayne Wade. The Toronto Raptors acquired Richardson from the Kings. So the Raptors received Malachi Richardson, and the Kings received Bruno Caboclo, I believe that is. And if I jacked up their name, I sincerely apologize. The Cleveland Cavaliers added George Hill, Rodney Hood, in the trade with the Jazz. The Cavaliers, of course, received George Hill and Rodney Hood, both guards, and the Jazz received forward Jay Crowder and guard Derrick Rose. I was going to say Jalen Rose for some odd reason. And the Sacramento Kings received forward Joe Johnson, guard Iman Shumpert, and a 2020 second-round pick. And this is dealt from the Grizzlies to the Pistons. So the Pistons received James Ennis, and the Memphis Grizzlies have received forward Bryce Johnson and a 2022 second-round pick. We have to do good in this draft here. From that point forward, good Lord. The Cavaliers deal Thomas to the Lakers. So the Cavaliers received Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance Jr., while the Lakers received Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye, and a 2018 first-round pick. The Bulls acquired Vonleh, I believe, from the Blazers. So the Bulls received Noah Vonleh, and the Trailblazers received draft rights to Milovan Rakovic, of course, 2007, his pick. The Hawks deal for Sheldon Mack. So the Hawks received Sheldon Mack, and the Wizards received a 2019 second-round pick. The Nets land Pelicans Cunningham. So Brooklyn received Dante Cunningham, and the Pelicans received Rashad Vaughn. The Heat acquired Babbitt from the Hawks. So Miami received Luke Babbitt, and Atlanta received Carl White. The Detroit Pistons acquired Jameer Nelson from the Bulls. So the Pistons received Jameer Nelson, and the Bulls received Willie Weed, and a future second-round pick. The Knicks send Hannah Gomez to the Hornets. So Charlotte received Willie Hannah Gomez, and the Knicks received Johnny O'Brien, a 2020 second-round pick, and a 2021 second-round pick. The Bucks received Tyler Zeller. So, of course, they got Tyler Zeller, and the Brooklyn Nets received Rashad Vaughn and a 2018 second-round pick. And, of course, from the earlier week, the Bulls had traded Mirotic to the Pelicans. So the Pelicans received Nikola Mirotic and a 2018 second-round pick, and the Bulls received Amir Asic, Tony Allen, Jameer Nelson, and trade expectations for the 2018 first-round pick. Then that is protected. So I did it from the latest yesterday all the way down to the beginning of the week on Monday. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was your weekend review of the NBA from the week of February 5th to February 9th of 2018.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, predictions time. Predictions time. Daryl, you ready to start off the wonderful predictions?
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
All right. Using our 2K app, we're using the 2K app. We will predict today's NBA games, particularly February 10th. All right, let's start out with game one. We have – I'm losing it here. I am losing it. We have the New Orleans Pelicans and I was just ready to say the New Jersey Nets. The Brooklyn Nets. We were just talking about that yesterday. Wakanda.
Yeah.
All right. The 26, I can't see nothing. The 26 New Orleans Pelicans and the 19-37 Brooklyn Nets. Daryl, using the 2K app when you are good and ready. Your predictions for this game.
So, I ended up picking the Pelicans.
So did I.
Cool.
All right, next game, we have game number 2. We have the here we go. We have the 30-24 Milwaukee Bucks and the 18-36 Orlando Magic. Daryl, using the 2K app when you are good and ready. Who you have between the Bucks and the Magic?
I ended up picking the Milwaukee Bucks.
Very good. So did I. All right, next game, game number 3. We have the 28-25 Los Angeles Clippers and the 27-25 Philadelphia 76ers. Daryl, using the 2K app when you're good and ready. Who do you have for the Clippers-Sixers game?
Before I take this vote, I got a question to ask you.
Yes.
Where the hell are your glasses?
Can't wear them. My eyes hurt. I can't wear them. My eyes hurt too much to wear them.
Darren, I'm picking
so I have to do my best trying to.
Good for you. I'm picking the Clippers.
I did too. I picked the Clippers. All right, next game. I would like to try to zoom in, but I can't. That's nice. That is fantastic. Now that is better. All right, next game. We have the 31-24 Washington Wizards going up against the 19-35 Chicago Bulls. Daryl, use the 2K app when you are good and ready. You pick your predictions for the Washington Wizards and the Chicago Bulls.
I have picked the Washington Wizards.
I did too, but I think I might regret that at the end.
So will I. So don't feel bad.
Yeah, I might regret that. All right, next game. Game number 5. We have the 23-31 Los Angeles Lakers going up against the 17-38 Dallas Mavericks. Daryl, when you are good and ready, using the 2K app. Who do you have for the Los Angeles Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks? Wow.
I don't care.
I'm risky on this one.
Me too. I'm picking the Dallas Mavericks.
The Dallas Mavericks? So did I. I picked them too. I picked them too. All right, next game. Game number 6. We have the
it's gonna be a good one.
35-20. Yeah, 35-21 San Antonio Spurs going up against the 42-13 Golden State Warriors. Daryl, using the 2K app. This is going to be a very interesting game. Who do you have for the San Antonio Spurs and the Golden State Warriors game?
I don't want to, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Golden State Warriors.
I agree. Pick the Golden State Warriors. I picked the Golden State Warriors.
I do not want the Warriors to win. I want the Spurs to win this game.
No, I want the Warriors to win. Plain and simple. I just want them to win.
Sure you do.
Last game. We had the 29-26 Denver Nuggets and the 18. I might have read this wrong. 18-38. I hate to do that. Yes, 18-38 Phoenix Suns. Daryl, when you are good and ready using the 2K app, who do you have for the Denver Nuggets and the Phoenix Suns?
I got the Denver Nuggets.
So do I. So do I. All right, Durham, let's go ahead and lock our votes. There they are. We lock them, and they are locked. There are predictions for the NBA game today for February 10th, 2018.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at the headlines from the sports world of NBA, NFL, and MLB for February 10th, 2018. Sorry. Okay. All right. The Atlanta Hawks has released Marco Bellinelli. The Hawks has waived guard forward veteran Marco Bellinelli in 52 games, and including one start. He has averaged 11.4 points per game, 2.0 assists, and 1.9 rebounds in 23.3 minutes. Crap. The NBA fines Memphis Grizzlies head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. He was fined $25,000 for directing inappropriate comments toward a game official in which he failed to leave the court in a timely manner following his ejection. That I don't blame him. Good Lord, bless your heart. I do not blame you. Anyway, the incident occurred in the fourth quarter of the Grizzlies' 92-88 loss to the Utah Jazz with 7:41 remaining. Okay. There. NFL side.
All right, the Tom Brady Super Bowl loss, according to him, was a learning experience. He released a message on Instagram about his loss. And the Super Bowl citing it was an experience. Yeah, with experience, when you cheated all those years, you do have to have some type of experience. Got to start somewhere, so why not have it?
Heck yeah. They could go and watch his walkthrough. They couldn't watch the walkthrough and prepare the fake walkthrough too.
That's very smart. Too smart. You couldn't plan it any perfully. They ran play.
Yeah, I agree, dude.
One play they never did before. They never expected it. Nick Foles was just very confident in everything that he did.
Oh yeah.
So
he was too confident.
I'm very appreciative on that behalf of him. Being able to strike New England defense like that. In another news, John Lynch has faith in Jimmy Garoppolo. The 49ers signed Jimmy Garoppolo to a 5-year deal worth $137.5 million. Shows that he has faith in Garoppolo and that he can lead the 49ers to a promised land or to the promised land. He has shown in the last half of the second season, he has shown last from his second half of the season that he is capable of leading the 49ers again as a playoff team. And that, John Lynch, my friend, I agree. Baseball news. Russell Wilson was traded to the New York Yankees. The Texas Rangers has traded Russell Wilson to the New York Yankees and is expected to be the Grapefruit League or at the Grapefruit League camp in Tampa, Florida, sometime in February or March. Perfect timing.
Yeah. I'm like, man, he's not trying to be a two-star athlete like how Deion Sanders was and Bo Jackson. You know, he's just doing this as a side thing since the NFL season's gone. So, and plus, he still loves baseball too. So,
right.
I thought that was very interesting. Yeah, that you get traded to the Yankees. So I had to. So. Okay. Sorry about that. That was exactly that moment. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, them are your headlines for the sports world of NBA, NFL, and MLB for February 10th, 2018. Okay. Final thoughts, dear. Talk to us. You got anything? Final thoughts?
Just the Super Bowl. I was very impressed with the Super Bowl. Even though, like I said, I don't like watching New England play in the Super Bowl. But
yeah,
Philadelphia got it done under the most aggravating circumstances because they had a lead and they pretty much blew it. But they still held strong regardless to their, messing up. And they came back and stripped Tom Brady, and Tom Brady was not protected by the tuck rule. So the game just This is what happens when you play smart football. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. Rod Wilson did too. Was it Charles Wilson? Woodson. Was it Charles or was it Rod? I think it was Charles.
Charles.
Yeah, Charles Wilson.
Charles Wilson.
Yeah. He played smart football too by getting Tom Brady on the blind side. He just got protected by the tuck rule. There's no tuck rule in this one. Plain and simple.
Clean and clear.
Fumble. You can't make that obvious, so you had to rule that as a fumble. And Philadelphia, they just came in and warred, and I'm very impressed with Philadelphia.
There, so am I. And you look at that game, there was a lot of things that, there wasn't even a lot of things. There were some things that the Philadelphia did that hurt New England. Now, one of the things that Philadelphia did versus New England, in my personal opinion, is that Philadelphia played all 60 minutes. Mm-hmm. They dominated from the beginning to the end. Mm-hmm. And when I say dominating, I'm not talking about dominating as of, Nick Foles throwing all over the defense, or, Jay Ajayi and LeGarrette Blount, running all over the defense. Mm-hmm. They was dominating to the fact that they played all 60 minutes. They did not do anything. And even if it was a risky situation, they did anyway. Mm-hmm. They went for it on fourth down.
Yeah.
On some of those fourth downs.
Yeah, that's
what hurt it.
Yes.
New England, yes. Because Doug Peterson said it all throughout the week of the Super Bowl. Look, we're going for it. Anytime, we're going to dominate the whole entire 60 minutes. And if we don't dominate the entire 60 minutes, guess what? We're not winning it. So we have to take these risks, and we're going to have to put fear and just put it behind us and let us go out there and play the best football we can.
Absolutely. I agree. Sometimes you take those skills and apply them to a video game. It works just as well.
Exactly.
It really does.
Exactly.
It works just as well. You apply that to a video game. You apply it to a game like Madden. For me, I applied that to New England in my game when I played them week.
Absolutely.
6. I think it was week 6. Yeah, week 6. I played them week 6, and I did the same thing with them. I went for it on fourth down. It's short. Anything 6 and above, I didn't. But anything 5 and below, I did. So just applying that type of pressure does help you win games and boosts up your confidence. So, yeah, I agree.
And that's the funny thing in the Super Bowl, actually, on fourth down in the second quarter, they went for it.
Yep.
Fourth down and go.
All game long.
They went for it. Those are the and you know what? And exactly. And that's the funny thing. You also have to do when you take those risks, even if it is fourth down, you have to do those type of things.
Right.
Just like in the NBA. You give it all you got, man. Mm-hmm. Every possession counts. And that's exactly what it was with Philadelphia.
But the thing is,
play counted and every possession counted.
Yeah, because it's weird that New England, I have to double check, but New England didn't commit any penalties. Philadelphia did. And Philadelphia still won the game.
That's how you know that they was trying to get New England on. Mm-hmm. They was trying to get New England to win that game off these ridiculous penalties, and it didn't work out the way they wanted to. They always trying to find a way for New England, and it just doesn't work.
Real quick, what did you think about that touchdown pass? That last 2 minutes and 21 seconds left in that game. What did you think about that? Real quick.
You know what? That was real. I loved it. You had possession. He had it all the way through. He crossed the plane. Boom. That's it.
Yeah, once you cross that plank, it's a touchdown. No matter what happens, it's a done deal. I don't know what everybody made a big deal about. Now, that other touchdown catch, I could definitely dispute that. But as of this one, this last part of the game, no excuse. That's a touchdown. Broke the plank, and that was it. So it's a lot of people just making a big deal out of it. Some people were saying that Malcolm Butler should have started. That's not my issue. And that wasn't my issue. That's a Bill Belichick issue. That's a New England issue. What Bill Belichick does, he does it for a reason. So I'm not even disputing that. That's on them. They wouldn't have won it anyway with Michael Butler in the game or not, so it wouldn't have mattered. They made good plays. They just blew it. And they couldn't cheat anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. So that's just my personal opinion.
Agreed. Cool. All right. If there's nothing else, we can just wrap this up and get on out of here.
Let's do it.
All right. If you like what you see, that's it. Oh, let me take that back. That is another edition of Double Take Sports Talk. If you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up. How you feel about today's show, you just comment in the comment section as usual. On social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Of course, we're there. If you have any questions for us, just hit us up. We're there as usual. But until then, I'm Gerald. Here's on the opposite side.
You got it.
All right. Catch up with us on another episode of Double Take Sports Talk. Until then, ciao. Double Take Sports Talk here with me, Daryl Watts. As many of you know, me and Darren enjoy talking sports and giving out stats, but we also enjoy entertaining while doing it. So with that being said, you can check us out on the social media side and get more involved in our podcast. We're on Twitter at DTST2414, or you like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. We're also on YouTube. Like, share, do what you got to do with that. Once again, we don't mind. Also, we are finally back on the podcast app for audio-only purposes for those who enjoy audio-only of our podcast. We're also on the blog, feature critical thinking and analysis, and you can check that out at doubletakesportstalk.blogspot.com. Thanks again.